Hello everyone, it's Geeteens with another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This time I am playing Scott again for the second time, and we're doing something completely different this week. We're going to be doing a Wonder Trade battle. Basically, we just made some set rules. We're going to be Wonder Trading away a bunch of Pokemon, whichever Pokemon we get. We use in that battle. We're not allowed EV training, leveling them, or using heart scales on them at all. We can only use TMs or what the moves they were given to us for, if that English made any sense to you. Hopefully it did. It did in my mind at first, but who knows? And yeah, pretty much. Also, too, if we got any duplicates Wonder Traded, we got to re-Wonder Trade them, obviously, because that's kind of cheap if you get like five Caterpies. It just doesn't work. It's not that fun. Anyways, yeah, that's a Wonder Trade. I got a Zigzagoon and a Bidoof on my team and a Pichu. Like, this is pretty much a little cup, but he gets a Rotom and a Dino and a Kecleon. I don't really know what they do. I get huge power Meryl though, so I know what I'm building next. After I build, no, I'm not gonna spoil what I build next. It's going to be a wall. That's all you guys need to know. Um, but yeah, anyways, I decided to lead off with my Noibat because it has U-turn, and that's the only thing I could really do. And he leads off with his Pansage, so thankfully enough, I'm just like, yeah, I know what you can do. I'm gonna do a U-turn because I can. Actually, no, I'm gonna do a Tailwind just to kind of give that support type of feel, so I can have speed with all my Pokemon, even though they're all relatively decently fast as far as speeds, but now they can outspeed everyone else. But he switches into his Caterpie and string shots my Esper that I switch into, which, it's not that bad. He withdraws into him now, though, as I am going to be using a Sunny Day. Now, I wish I could have used this more effectively because my idea was to use Solar Beam on Noibat and Sunny Day. But he obviously doesn't have any Pokemon that are really weak to Solar Beams, but I did it anyways because he's with his Rotom. I figured out he has a Citrus Berry, and he puts a screen up. Oh my god, that is quite the disappointment, in all honesty. Makes me sad. He goes for the Astonish and actually gets a flinch up on me, and I wasn't able to use the Solar Beam on him. But whatever, he already had the screen up, so I'll just use another Solar Beam on him this time because there's really nothing else I could have done. And yeah, yeah, it's a very interesting experience doing this. Anyways, as I'm getting a Skype call. Rotom goes into a Volt Switch after I switch into my Bidoof. Like, what am I supposed to do with this thing? It's a Bidoof. Other than being an HM slave as Bibarel, it sucks. It's a loaf of frickin' bread in this game. Look at that. It's chubby, loaf of bread. Why do people trade these things? I know it's just for fun, but still, it's kind of annoying. I go for the Protect this turn because what else can I do? There's literally nothing else. But he goes for a Sunny Day, so I now know that his Pansage runs a Solar Beam because I don't see any other Pokemon that would. Um, but yeah, I go for the Protect. Hopefully, I can stall for one turn for late screen to wear out, and it actually did. Reflect's still up though, and hopefully survive it. But that's obviously not going to happen in my case. I had an Ice Beam. I had Ice Beam on Bidoof too, which kind of sucks. But anyways, I'm gonna go into Esper and use a Toxic on him because that's the way I see fit. I really can't switch anyone into it. Noibat does not have a flying type move on him, even though I probably should have done that. But yeah, that kind of sucks in all honesty. But yeah, this turn I believe I went for the Psychic, and the Reflect is now worn out, so thumbs up for me. Anyways, he goes into a Scatterbug. Obviously, I got a Zigzagoon and a Bidoof on my team. He has a Scatterbug and a Caterpie, so I guess kind of balances out. We both have some pretty crappy Pokemon, not gonna lie. It's Wonder Trade, though. What you expect? He, anyways, goes into Kecleon after I take out a Scatterbug rather easily, and I'm going to go for another Toxic because it's fun toxicating people. Toxic for days to everyone. They don't deserve it. Anyways, he goes for the Blizzard, and now I know what he has, so that's kind of a plus too. I also got an Esper, which I can build rather nicely on too. He came with the right nature and everything, so I'm kind of happy towards that as well. Anyways, I'm going to switch out of Esper and into my Zigzagoon this time, hoping I can actually do something with it. But he goes for the Feint Attack and does a good chunk off of my health, but whatever. I'm going to go for the Thief this turn, though, just so I can take his item, whatever that may be. Unfortunately for me, though, it was a Rocky Helmet, so I took damage to it, and I made him into a Dark type. And he goes for the Fire Blast this turn, but misses, unfortunately, and I get more poison damage stacked up onto him. So this time he's going to be switching into his Rotom, and I'm going to be going for the Surf just to see if I can do anything. But that's a critical hit, ladies and gentlemen. A critical hit with a Zigzagoon on a Rotom. That does nothing. And he used a Light Screen this time again. So I'm going to go with Thief here because it's super effective, but obviously it's not going to do anything. But at least I broke the Citrus Berry this time. So there's no need to use that anymore. So figured maybe I can use Zigzagoon later. There's nothing else really. I don't know. I'm gonna switch into Noibat here and see if I can try taking out this Rotom, because this is the only Pokemon I could see that can actually do it. Meryl probably, but I didn't want to risk switching Meryl into an electric type Pokemon because he definitely has the Volt Switch, and I don't want to do that whatsoever. So here I'm going to switch into Esper, but he goes for the Volt Switch on to me, and I take it. But yeah. He pretty much has a free say in what he wants to switch into, and he switches into his Dino. I don't know what it's called. I call him Dino. I don't really care how it's pronounced. Anyways, I go for the Thunderbolt here, thinking like, yeah, this will do a lot. Yeah, Dragon type against Thunder. Yeah, no, it doesn't do a thing. Anyways, he goes for the Dark Pulse and takes out my Esper right away. Unfortunately for me, I wasn't thinking, but whatever. This gives me a free switch into my Meryl, so that's always a plus anyways. And I go for the Waterfall, obviously, because that's my strongest move I have on him, and it does quite the number, and I am quite happy with that. He goes for the Hidden Power. I have no idea what it was, but it was rather tough and pretty dang cool. I'm going to yawn. Damn it. That was weird noise. Anyways, he switches into his Caterpie, I guess, for Death Fodder, because what are you going to do with a Caterpie? There's literally, it's nothing. It's not going to work. He goes into Caterpie, and now after I take him out, he goes into his Kecleon. I'm going to go for a second Waterfall with Meryl because he's too strong and will take him out in one hit as well. You cannot outspeed the Meryl. He's the only thing that can survive in this. That huge power, though, it's not going to even help you. Anyways, I'm going to go for Zigzagoon here, but I find out he has Acrobatics, so that is kind of a no-no for me. That's actually pretty tough. So yeah, that takes out my Zigzagoon in one hit, rather, because it's Zigzagoon, and why would you have a Zigzagoon on your team otherwise? Anyways, I'm switching to Noibat because only like decent amount of damage I could do is with a U-turn onto him. I can't really do anything with Meryl because I had Power Up Punch and Belly Drum. I don't know why I had two stacking moves on there, but yeah, and I was Choice Banded, so it was kind of stupid on my part, but whatever. I'm going to go for the Sweet Kiss here on my Pichu because he's poisoned already. Why not just make him rage more with more hacks and get the confusion up? Anyways, he does break the confusion, though, thankfully enough for him, and goes for the Sunny Day, so he could possibly do a Solar Beam next turn. But I guess he didn't see fit because he would have died to the poison that turn and switch out into his Rotom as I have my Pichu out and go for a Thunderbolt. But that does nothing. That was a critical hit, though, so that's probably why it was nothing. And this turn I would go for the Grass Knot. I don't know why. I just wanted to test the waters. But Light Screen was up and it did nothing to him because Pichu, you know. Anyways, since I know the sun's up and he's probably going to go for Reflect this turn, so my Meryl can't really, well, he gets weakened, to say the least. I'm going to switch into my Noibat here so I can get a free Solar Beam up onto him. Even though it won't really do much, it still does more than whatever else I have currently on the field. But here I'm going to switch into my Pichu, because I know he's going to be doing something that will probably hurt my Noibat quite a bit, but he goes for the Astonish and takes me out. I figured I'd outspeed him because I did before, but then I forgot that I had Tailwind up before, so Pichu is dead to Rotom. I didn't even know why I could think I could outspeed Rotom. It was kind of silly of me to think that. But anyways, I switch into Meryl here and go for the Aqua Jet because the priority is so strong in this one, it's not even funny. Anyways, he switches into his Dino, and I'm like, no, you're not going to have any of that. I'm not going to have any of it. And he goes for the Dragon Rage on my Noibat, and it doesn't even take me out, just to add more pain to his oh god, I screwed up that figure of speech so bad. I don't even know what I was going to say. To add insult to injury. Yeah, that's what it was. That's the one I was looking for. Anyways, I go for the roost the next turn too, but I'm locked into it now, so that was kind of stupid on my part, but I guess I couldn't do anything. I didn't know what his Dino had. He could have had a Thunderbolt and taken out my Meryl right away, which is why I didn't really want my Noibat to die. But now I figured, like, oh, he would have probably gone for it against my Noibat anyways, so I'm going to just switch out and into Meryl just cuz. Just because it was the best option. I think he didn't have, knowing that he didn't have Thunderbolt at that point, so I go for a Waterfall here. Not very effective, but it takes out half his health because it's a huge power Meryl. What are you going to expect with that? Even though there's no EVs on it, whatever. He gets his leftover health, obviously, and he can't really hit me with anything with that Dark Pulse or anything like that. So I am going for another Waterfall, and it hits his Pansage, so I guess that takes out his Pansage right now. That means he only has Dino left, and I'm pretty sure he can't really do anything about it considering my Noibat has Recovery, and he does not have Thunderbolt. At least I didn't know up until this point, but luckily for me, he doesn't. He can only use Dark Pulse because Outrage will not do anything to me because Fairy type. It's so weird seeing that, like, Dragon type moves not affect a Meryl. It's really weird to me. Anyways, death is inevitable for him, and Waterfall hits him and gets the knockout on Dino. My gosh, I can't even say his name properly anymore. Anyways, guys, that's the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed it this week. I'm very sorry it's very, very, very late today. I was extremely busy pretty much all week, so it kind of sucks. But I got it up. Also, too, if any of you are interested, I leave my friend code down in the description every video I do for Pokemon. If you guys want to battle me, just send me your friend code either by comments, or I have a Twitter account, or yeah, it's links in the description. I think it's just Guillotines, like my YouTube, and yeah, we could probably do some battling if you have a DS and you wanna do that, because I like having fun. I like playing battles, and I'm new to the game and I don't really know too much about it, so I really just want more practice opportunities with people. I know I play Showdown quite a bit, but that's pretty much all I have. Anyways, guys, I've been rambling for way too long. My name's Guillotines. I hope you guys all have a good and wonderful day.